Hey everyone and welcome to CGFamily, and in this video we'll be making eyebrows. We started this XGen series with Moustache. Check the link in the description for the free course. This video for eyebrows is on YouTube. Next we'll release a short reel on creating eyelashes. Then we'll go live over YouTube to create the XGen beard. There will be a full course on different hairstyles, male, female, long, short, everything about XGen. In this video we are going to create eyebrows. Let's start. First select the faces of this character. Remove the reference. Select faces on both sides and create the shift right click duplicate face. Now let's put it back on reference mode. Go to action, delete by type and history. So this mesh has no history now. Put a Lambert on it. I already did. We are ready to create a description. Select the mesh, go to XGen, click here or go to description, create description, name it eyebrows. Add it to the same collection that we started with in the Moustache series. We are using splines randomly across the surface and shaping guides. To see, we need to create the first guide. Click here and creating some excess strands at the start and at the end. Now let's continue next. Go to this button and start shaping the guides. Pull them up. Like this. The first one should be like this. Pull them inside. Select these guides. Little hair. And similar at the end, decrease the size. All right. Press this button and see how it looks. Increase the density and decrease the width right here. Add 0.4, 0.4, 0.3. Let's try 3. For the ramp, continue this. Increase the density a little more, 100. Let's hide this. We have the basic shape ready. Let's see some references. Eyebrows. Images. We are not going for the perfectly styled ones, like this harsh shape. We want a natural look, like this. Strands that start from below, they tend to go upwards, almost straight, around the end. And the strands at the top slant sideways to control the shape, tapering down the end. So that is what we are trying to create. All right, let's do this. First, get the shape ready. Turn this off. Put the base mesh on template. Go back to XGen and create a density map. name this eyebrows density map, resolution 10. In tool settings, make sure stroke reflection is turned on. Select white color, reduce the brush size, and paint this area. I'm going to select black and reduce it from the top. This gives an organic shape. To use some grays and add a little around the start. I use blur with small brush. I'm going to use this much paint around this area, not this much, this much. And now we'll blur it. Let's see how this looks. For this to work, we need to save the map. And we have the new look. This is much better. We need to increase the density a little more. And we need to refine the map again. Let's do all black. Reduce the brush size. And we need to take it away from this area. I think we are on blur. Let's go back to paint. All black, opacity full. And paint this area out. One or two hairs around this area to create diversity will be good. But we do not need density here. Same here. We do not want much hair around the bottom. And this should be refined. Let's save this. Okay, this is great. Let's refine this a little more. Let's do black, and instead of black, get a little gray and paint around this area. Press save. We need to see what happened first. Save this and go to... Let's go to this button and mirror it. Now we've mirrored the guide. Let's regenerate and see. The map didn't transfer well, so we need to refine this manually. I'm going to paint the area again with the stroke reflection turned off. Now let's see. This area needs blur to smoothen it out. Let's hide this. Let's add a little paint. And now we can blur it and blur. The patches are because we selected 10 as the resolution. You can increase it, but I think 10 is fine for this size. I'm going to refine this by reducing the brush size. Add a little gray. And blur this. We are not blurring the edge. Save this and generate. This is better. We need to increase density around this area. Go back to paint and use white. This looks similar. Save this. And we have the shape ready. Need to refine this area a little. This one looks good. All right, now that our basic shape is ready, add pure black paint around this area. And save. This is good. Save this. Now put the corrector back on the reference. Go back to XGen. So I'm going to hide the bros mesh and put the same material on these. Select description, eyebrows, right click, use the existing material I created for Moustache, AI standard hair. All right. This is good. Now, because these are too even and the shape is too plain, let's add some modifiers. Let's go to modifiers. All right, let's add our first modifier. Let's add noise first. Some people like to add coil and clumping. I like my first modifier to be noise. It gives me the general look without the complex things. So I'm going to add noise, decrease the frequency to 0.6 and the magnitude to 2.8. This is good. One thing I can see, the length here, they're too even. Every length is similar. And there's a large gap around here. Let's solve this. Add one more modifier that's called cut. And as you saw, even in the basic settings, it started working. There isn't much to do here. It's cutting from 0.0 to 0.2. That means 0% length to 20% length of each strand is randomly getting cut. I'm just going to increase a little to 0.3. Now we can see the uneven organic shape a little more. One thing I noticed is this large gap because this one guide is a little outside. So I'm going to use Sculpt Guide and push it inwards. Let's regenerate. Much better. Let's push them out a little. Great, great, great. Go inside, you guys. Okay, much better. I'm going to push you in, push you out. This shape should be more refined. Let's stretch them out because they are shorter. Like this. Go to density, increase to 400 and hide the guides. This is good. We need to refine the shape around this area. Let's go to paint. I'm going to take away from this. So paint black. We need to turn this on. And I'm going to paint like this. Okay, good. Now that this is done, hide this again. And now go back to modifiers. So I've just added a little noise to make it uneven. And I'll reduce the noise at the top and add more around the mid. Now, cut doesn't have much to do. That's just cutting the hair's length. I add one more modifier called clumping. And as I have mentioned in the free course, it doesn't work like this. We need to set and add it, let's say 20, and generate. 60. Okay. Now you can see they are clumping together. The number of guides you create, they are attracted to those guides. Now, as you can see, these strands are clumping to the nearest guide. I'll go to clumping, make the clump a little strong, let's say 1.6. That's too much, 1.3. Okay. We're making sure this stays subtle. Now, inside the clumping, we can add noise. Let's add noise through the clumping. I'm going to use 0.6 noise, but it will not work because it's still 0 on the noise scale. We can add the scale like this because we added noise. Let's reduce this back to 1. We have the hairs now. Remove these uneven strands. We just refine this, add the map, and keep refining it until satisfied. Turn this back on and ensure we are on black. I hope you understand. Now we can refine this more and add some modifiers. For example, more clumping and one more noise. Let's say frequency is 3 and magnitude is 1.5. But I do not want this much noise on each strand. So I use a mask and then see how I want to use it. We can also use it to create strays. That is something important and something we will talk about in detail in the upcoming course. Okay, now that we are done with everything, let's render. I selected this. Went to the attribute editor inside Arnold and turned these off. So now even if it's on in the viewport, it won't be visible in the render. We are not able to see the hair clearly because we haven't saved our file. Let's regenerate and render again. We have our render with the variation that we created through our material in the course, and they look good. I can refine it and give it every bit of detail it deserves. But I think this recording has been lengthy enough for YouTube. I will work on this area a little more before the upcoming reel. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to be updated about the upcoming videos, reels, and upcoming courses, hit the bell icon. All the important links will be down in the description and I'll see you in the next one.